gentlemen, and welcome to Real Americans. I'm your host, Butch Smith, and this is my friend and partner, Skeeter Dunn.
How you doing there, Butch?
What you do, Skeeter? On this show, we talk about real Americans and real American issues. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, so I'm glad you joined us. How was your weekend there, Skeet?
Mine was pretty unfortunate there, Butch.
An unfortunate weekend?
What happened? It was pretty unfortunate. We were working with some explosives and fireworks.
That's always fun.
Yeah, well, the problem was we were on some damp soil.
Damp
the
soil?
problem was instead of it shooting out, it shot forward. And, maybe because it was one of those imported items or something like that. I don't know, but, it was pretty bad.
Somebody got hurt?
No comment. Well, pretty much, yeah, actually, somebody did get hurt. Someone, an arm got amputated.
No!
They lost a ligament, yeah.
Oh, hell, that's it. It must have been the imported fire. I've been in the fireworks business for many years.
Have you now?
That's what I do for a living, is to sell fireworks. But I sell American-made fireworks. And that's what's wrong with America. That's what's wrong with America. Everything's imported now. Can't get nothing American made. Even these flags are made in China, and it's a travesty. In order to make my own fireworks here in the United States, I have to charge $18 for a sparkler. That is the way that it works because we do not outsource. The only way to get back to our roots as Americans is to produce our own products at a fair rate. If we have to hire foreigners, bring them in. Don't send them. You know what, on second thought? Well, we'll set up like an area for them or something. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Paul from Mecklenburg County Services. Today's show is brought to you by our good friends at Porn Buddy. If you're anything like me, someday you're going to die. On that tragic day, do you want your loved ones to discover what kind of person you really are? Just imagine your wife, children, or mother discovering your extensive collection of MILF, ass-to-mouth, and animated Japanese tentacle porn. Do you want your legacy to be one of sinful degradation? No! Then maybe you should try Porn Buddy. For the price of a diet chocolate soda a month, you can protect the people you care about from your horrible secrets. Here's how it works in 3 simple steps. Step 1, visit the Porn Buddy Service Center in Des Moines, Iowa, and complete our 28-point erotica inventory so our team of experts can properly locate and remove your loathsome smut. We'll implant you with a subdermal microchip cased in silicate glass to track and monitor your life signs until the moment our services are required. Step 3, die. It's as easy as that. You can rest in peace knowing that your friends and family will never find out that you're a level 3 degenerate. And if you act now, your confiscated filth will be sent to dying horny children. That's Porn Buddy from the makers of Mom Tracker. You can't afford not to have Porn Buddy.
That's a very good point. I'm glad to hear. That's a good service. A lot of our sponsors, a little bit wacky, but that's a handy thing. You got to have a porn buddy. You got one yet?
No, I don't have one there, Butch. I never really wanted to share porn with anybody
You don't share the porn. It's in case you die, so your friends don't find it, so your mom don't go through that box under your bed. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where do you hide your porn?
Well, actually, I have it in an extra room. I have like
You have a porn room?
Yes, I have
When the
a
hell are you
porn
going to
room.
invite me over?
Well, I was thinking about it, but you're so awkward sometimes, with everything.
Well, there's nothing awkward about 2 guys watching porn. Well, looks like it's time for viewer mail. This is one of my favorite parts of the program, where we talk to you, the real Americans, about the issues that matter to you the most. Few of you have written in, and we're happy to respond. You excited, Skeeter?
I'm excited.
I love this part of the show. All right, let's see. Here, our first one is from Chapped Feet. It says, and I quote, Butch and Skeeter, help! My feet hurt all the time, even when I'm not walking on hot coals. But of course it's worst when I am walking on hot coals, which I do at least 5 times a week. I tried switching from hot coals to broken glass, and that didn't help at all. What should I do? Signed, that's not in there, Sore, Fort Dodge, Iowa.
How do you caption that?
That's very, well, you know what? This is an easy, a lot of the problems we have are quite complex. Stop walking on dangerous shit! What do you think, Skeeter?
I pretty much agree. That sounds pretty crazy to be sitting there walking on broken glass. And,
Come on, put some shoes on, hippie. That don't make no damn sense. You trying to impress girls while you're walking on broken glass, freak show? Get a job, get a pair of shoes, and don't waste my time.
I always thought a pair of wingtips would be nice.
That would be nice.
You know, walk on, walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable.
Doesn't matter what you're walking on when you're wearing wingtips.
Construction boots.
Pair of boots ain't bad either. Steel toe. Oh, good times.
Spurs at the end of them.
Well, if that's what you're into. Oh, here's one. This one is marked, "These colors don't bleed." And ironically, you see there's some coffee spilled upon it. It says, and I quote, this is from godlovesme@gmail.com. "Dear Butch, I am redecorating for the rapture. What do you think Jesus' favorite colors are? Mavis Templeton, Texarkana, Texas." Well, this is an easy one. I think that the earth tones are always a good way to go with our Savior. If I were to guess his favorite color, I would have to say sandalwood. What do you think, Skeeter?
I'm pretty sure about that, or even, you know, some of the water-based colors. You know.
Watercolors?
Yes, you know, because he
nice.
walked on it. You know, he turned it into wine. You know.
He did do that.
You know, he was a kind of a.
I wonder if he could turn watercolor
kind of
paintings into wine color paintings. Would it just be one big red splotch?
Why would he make them wine colored paint?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh.
Getting better. He's new. Here we go. This is toenail advice. It's from Gack Attack to Butch. "Dear Butch, do toenail clippings have any nutritional value?" Then she goes on to say, "I'll switch to an exclusive toenail diet based on your March 1st episode's recipe for Mama Dunn's Toenail Soup Surprise. I've been at it for 2 months now, but I'm constantly hungry. But I bet you're thin. As you can imagine, finding enough toenails to meet my daily calorie allowance can be a lot of work. Twice now, I hit the jackpot of the local nursing home's clipping day. Aside from that, it can be slim pickings. Any information or supplemental suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Sincerely, Phineas Gack of Providence, Rhode Island." Always nice to hear from the Gacks. Let's see. Obviously, I don't know too much about nutrition. I don't dabble. But my new friend Skeeter over here, you know where you're around the meal, don't you?
Well, I got a little bit of insight. What's the lady's name or the person's name again?
Phineas Gack.
Okay, Phineas Gack. Okay, what you need to do, first of all, is you need to just get away from the toenails altogether.
Entirely?
Entirely, yes. There's no nutritional value in toenails. You know.
Not high in protein?
No, not at all. You can't swallow those things. Those, you know, cut your innards.
I'm going to have to call Mama.
Well, anyway, what you basically need to do is get yourself a 5-meal plan. You know, that's 3 big meals, 2 small meals. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Get yourself a multivitamin, and maybe even probably get some exercise in there. That'll pretty much do it for you.
5 meals and exercise?
5 meals and exercise.
Who's got time for that, Skeeter?
Well, I mean, she's sitting there.
I can do 5 meals or exercise. I can't be doing both. I'm a busy man. I got things to eat.
I agree, but if this is a person that's going to nursing homes and finding toenail clippings, I think they got the time to eat 5 meals.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And
know.
toenail, I don't know if, I don't even remember that episode. Mama Dunn's Toenail Soup. You know, I think I've been served the soup surprise before, but I didn't realize there were toenails in it. Guess I'm not going to Mama Dunn's this year. All right, so don't eat toenails, you sick bastard. That's disgusting. Here's a letter. We got time for one more? We got time for one more back there, Wizard of Television? All right. This is from Debbie, I bred some super intelligent ferrets, and now they've locked me in the attic and have run of the house. They are operating a meth lab and evidently making a lot of money on it, because I can see a lot of landscaping improvements through the attic vent. I am also getting some pretty decent meals 3 times a day pushed under the door by the ferrets. And, of course, I have full use of a computer as evidenced by this email. Should I try to escape or just go with the flow? Trapped but proud, Boston, Mass. That's a fair question. Now, when dealing with super intelligent ferrets, I haven't dealt with a lot of super intelligent ferrets in my day, but it sounds they locked you in the attic. Landscaping improvements, I could use some of those. Food. Computer. They can be your porn buddy. Super intelligent ferret will hook you up. Now, I'd say go with it. Talk to them. I think if you're going to have super intelligent animal captors, they're going to be reasonable. Talk to them about your needs, and they'll give you the air you need to survive. Ain't that right, Skeeter? What do you think? How do you deal with your super intelligent ferrets?
Well, when it comes to animals, I never really had the time to check out their IQ level. So I never had an opportunity to meet ferrets, but if you have super
I think
intelligent,
if they're making meth labs, you can guess they're super intelligent.
Well,
now, that's the sign. And let's see.
well,
You know what? Now that I think about it, the ferrets might have typed this.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't want to risk it because ferrets aren't American. I'm going to keep moving. That's all right. Thank you very much, Skeeter.
I'm glad to provide input there. But
Hey, Butch, how does handicap parking work at the Special Olympics? That is a spectacular question. Thank you, I Love Monkeys. I have been to several special events for the Special Olympics, and basically what they have is a tram system. You park your van, you get out with your crutches or what have you, you get onto a tram, and then they drive you into the Olympics. There you go. So we're helping the world be a better place. Well, looks like that's all the time we have for viewer mail. But don't forget, if you'd like to be in contact with Butch and Skeeter, you can email us at realamericans@gmail.com. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, it's me, Paul, with the Mecklenburg County Service again, with a public service announcement from Mecklenburg County. It's always important to be considerate of those around you, and those with special needs, such as minorities, require special attention. For instance, around African Americans, be careful of using words such as nickel, dune, or porch honky. Around Asians, be careful of nap or book, and only the North Vietnamese are referred to as Charlie. Around your Jewish friends, words like cake, heed, and delicious pork sandwich should also be avoided. Continue to talk however you'd like around white people, unless they're gay, in which avoid terms like bass pirate, toad burglar, and any words that start with QU, like queen, queer, or quomosexual. This message is brought to you by Mecklenburg County. I'm Paul with Mecklenburg County Services.
Thanks, Paul. Good work. Well, folks, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the program, Minority Report. My chance to get to know someone who is at least a little bit off-white. This week, I'd like to introduce you to my guest, Mr. Spencer Wu, who I believe is Asian. Am I right?
Yes.
Good.
You're
Cut out
correct.
the islands. All right. Now, don't tell me now. I used to do this in a carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Korean.
Indeed.
Really?
Indeed. Yes.
First try.
Yes.
It's a new thing for me. How long have you been Korean?
For a while now, actually, since I was born.
Really?
Yeah. it's
Both
been
your parents Korean?
Yes, they are. They're from Korea.
Cool. Hence the name.
Yes.
Well, what are your parents? What's your mom's name? Something cool? Korean?
It's Catherine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Catherine. And you're Spencer.
Indeed, I am. I am Spencer. Your mustache is a little lopsided.
And yours is gay. Shut up. I didn't give you any shit about your wig. So, I understand that you have lived in the United States for your whole life.
Indeed, I was born and raised in Charlotte, actually.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
So why are you Korean American? Are you Korean Charlotte American? Are you American Korean? How do you identify yourself to people?
Korean American.
Cool. So you guys have sports and stuff over there?
Yes, we like to hit things.
Hit that, me too. Me too, I've been down there. Oh, I've just got a horrible toothache. I'm sorry. I'm having a horrible pain right in my, but we're going to keep on talking because I'm interested in you.
Okay.
Oh, my tooth. So do all Koreans not wear socks, or is that just your personal fashion thing?
It's a Korean tradition, actually.
Very nice. Then how come most of my shoes are made in Korea? Ah.
I
Now, Korea hosted the last Special Olympics, isn't that right? In
Special
2001?
Olympics? I guess so.
Seoul.
Seoul, yes.
Do all Koreans have soul?
Soul? Possibly.
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 Do all Koreans have a soul?
A soul? They have 2 souls.
2 souls each?
Oh, yes.
Damn, no wonder they're overcrowding us. 2 souls per body, 50 billion bodies, and a hole made for 5.
That's true.
Oh, my tooth! Ah! Dagnabbit! Skeeter, get the old jail! So, when you get married someday, do you plan on marrying a girl?
I actually don't plan to marry.
You don't plan to marry?
No.
Is that like a political statement you're making? Don't want to have to get your hair cut? What?
I have no, it's just a personal preference.
We'll see how long that lasts. How old are you now there, Spence?
I am 24.
24. It's a phase.
All right.
How long have you worn your hair like homeless Bruce Lee?
Homeless Bruce Lee, ever since I became a bum.
Ah, nice. How long you been bumming?
About 2 years now.
That is so uncool. Even our homeless people are being outsourced at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And that is, oh, my tooth! So, do you work here in the States?
I don't work anywhere. I don't have a job.
Well, I'm glad you had time to come in then.
Yeah.
No job at all.
No job.
What do you do with your time besides brushing that lustrous hair and growing that adorable mustache? Look at that teeny tiny little thing. What did that take you, 6 years?
12.
12?
Actually.
You're 27, you started when you were 50. Yeah, all right. You know, you can buy them at the store.
Oh, that's true.
I lost half my mustache to chemo. This ass fake.
That's unfortunate.
Focus!
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sometimes I nibble at mine.
Yeah, I do too. Occasionally it'll end up in my soup or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, too embarrassed not to have it. Yeah. So, no job and no girlfriend. Glad to see that crosses over cultural barriers.
Yeah.
Do you know Kung Fu?
I do not know any karate, but I know crazy.
That's a James Brown joke.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a man with soul?
James Brown.
From Korea. See how I made that connect there? 8 more minutes? All right.
8 more minutes.
So, do you have lots of brothers and sisters in there?
I have 2 sisters.
Really?
Yes.
Over 18?
Yes.
I'm listening.
They are both overweight. They weigh 500 pounds apiece.
Each?
Each.
You got 1,000-pound assemblies?
Yes.
That's half a ton of sister, man. Are all Korean women that big, or just her and that lady on the sitcom?
They just eat a lot.
Well, Korean food is delicious. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
And as it turns out, Korean fellas, I like them. And now a word from our sponsor.
Hey, it's me, Paul, again with Mecklenburg County Services. This portion of the show is brought to you by Mike's D-Fertilizer, the only over-the-counter male birth control pill. Are you tired of your wife or girlfriend saying things like, "I'm pregnant," or "It's time to go see Dr. Hoover"? Then maybe it's time you tried Mike's D-Fertilizer. It's like a vasectomy in a can. Now available in chewables, Mike's D-Fertilizer pills are shaped into your favorite mythical creatures, like a Pegasus, Bigfoot, or even an Eskimo. Just 4 pills a day, and your sperm will be lazier than a paraplegic on welfare. Ask your doctor if Mike's D-Fertilizer is right for you. Some side effects include, but are not limited to, itchy tongue, crotch rot, leaky stool, and an overwhelming belief that you're being eaten alive by mosquitoes. That's Mike's D-Fertilizer, available everywhere that there's things. Ah!
Thank you, Paul. Well, folks, it's been a great show, and it's almost time to go. But before we head out, I'd like to take one more opportunity for Skeeter and I to make America a better place. That's right. It's time for Ask Butch and Skeeter. Your chance to call in live and ask us questions about how to make your life better. Are you ready, Skeeter?
I'm excited, Butch.
I'm excited, too. We're going to make the world a better place.
Need
Let's
to know
see if
what
we
America's
can't get a
thinking.
caller. Hello, is there any callers there?
Hello, this is Johnny Layton. How are
Johnny
you?
Layton, welcome to Real Americans. How can we help you, sir?
Got a bit of predicament here. My
Come to the right place.
pet bald eagle has died, and I'm trying to figure out what the protocol is. Stuff it, make a puppet, have a ceremonial burial. Yeah, I know they're important. I'm not sure
You know,
what to
if
do.
you eat a bald eagle, you'll become twice as American.
That's good math.
That's a fact. What do you think? Stuff it? Keep it as a pet? Let the cat play with it?
Well, I think if he wants to do something, you know, well with the eagle, he would want to do like a Viking funeral.
Oh, that's always classic.
Viking
Put
funeral.
a little hat on him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just need a sea and some flames. That's a good
Right.
idea. Thank you, Skeeter.
No
You
problem.
betcha.
That's
Thank
what
you,
I'm here
Butch.
for.
On behalf of him. Well, that's pretty simple right there. Baldy, that's a shame because there's only 15 or 20 of them left. You can't bring that to life with magic or something. Put another bird inside, I don't care.
I wonder how big the eggs are for an eagle that size.
Yeah, about yay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
take two to make an omelet.
Wow.
But perhaps I've said too much. Oh, we got ourselves another call. Hey, you're on the air with the Real Americans.
Hey guys, I'd like to stay anonymous. I've got a situation that's a little demonetizing.
Demonetizing?
Yeah.
Are you too close to a microwave?
No, nothing like that at all. No. My woman always shows me up because she knows more than I do about cars, and I just don't know what to do anymore. She always takes me down to the shop, and she makes me feel like a less of a man by talking about radiators and doohickeys with my mechanic.
Sure.
And I don't know what to do. Should I cut her tongue out?
Hadn't even occurred to me. Let's find something in the middle. I was thinking maybe you learned something about cars, but the tongue thing works too. Have you considered running over her tongue?
I have not considered that yet.
Well, if you run over her tongue with a car, say, hey, what's that that hit you? She'll be like, "Oh, look who looks smart now. You do, caller.
You're
or
right, I
you
do.
could just make up some car parts, like tchotchkes and rear ventilators. What about you, Skeeter? How do you keep your woman from making you look foolish?
Oh, well, basically, we know if we having a misunderstanding, me and my lass, we'll just sit there and we'll have a conversation, and I'll tell her exactly what's going on inside my mind. And basically, hear her point of view, and she hears my point of view. We come together to a joint understanding and, govern ourselves accordingly.
Open communication apparently is helpful for a relationship. Just talk about things besides cars. Caller, is there anything you know about that she doesn't? If push comes to shove, you can talk about your balls.
I do know a lot about those.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
I've got them mapped. I'm gonna go talk to her about my balls right now.
That'll teach the bitch.
Thanks, guys.
You betcha. Thanks for calling. I might have gone too far on that one. Hey, it looks like we got ourselves another call. Hey, you're on the air with the Real American.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is TJ.
Hey,
Hey,
TJ, how do you spell that?
doing?
Oh, you crazy? Oh, you wild. I got a question that stems from the men's room at work. How many times should you shake after pissing before it's considered playing with it?
Three. Three?
If you're still, jiggling and there's still some droppings coming out, I say wait till the drop stops.
I think
Jiggle
once
to
you
the
get
drop
past
stop.
3, it's not fun anymore.
It could be an adventure, though.
Feel like somebody else shaking,
Hey.
but not in the men's room.
No, not at all. I mean, that's not the appropriate place to sit there and have someone else jiggling your meats and veggies.
But then again, I mean, if it's really about getting the pee off the end of your dick, it's got to be in the men's room. It's just in general.
At the end of the day, if you're still suffering from some kind of a drip, sir, I would just say go to one of the bathroom stalls and, try to cork it with some tissue or something.
Corking works.
Corking,
You
yeah.
can also get, I believe that defertilizer is now available in a patch that you can put over the tip of your penis.
That would be awesome.
That solves your problem twice.
Nice plug, by the way, there.
Least I can do. Got to help out the sponsor. So there you go, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Two. You shake it twice. The third time it's playing with yourself.
2 it is. I
There
appreciate
you
it.
go. Somebody else do as much as you want. Hey, you're on the air with a Real American.
Hi there, guys. This is Carl.
Hi,
Carl, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I just had a quick question. The police just knocked on my door. What should I do?
Run!
Don't you think he should answer it?
If it's a police at his door, what are they going to do? Ask him questions? They're there for trouble.
I mean, what if there, maybe he could probably assist with something going on in the neighborhood. They have like neighborhood watch and things like that. It might be something they could be interested in.
Neighborhood watch, maybe. I think maybe if you, oh, my tooth! I think that maybe if you have an opportunity,
okay?
I'm fine. If you have an opportunity, just tell them about the cat.
Okay, well, if you have an opportunity to,
oh, juice. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Bobby.
God bless you, Bobby. Thanks for calling up. How can I help you?
Bobby, Butch, I got a question.
Yeah, you're Bobby.
I'm Bobby. Did you ever experiment in college?
Oh, hell yeah. All the time. I
Yeah?
almost discovered radiation.
Is it natural if your son talks about his experimentation?
There ain't nothing wrong with experimenting, but when you start to talk about experimenting, that's when your problems come in. I think that all the things you do in the privacy of your own dorm, you should keep to yourself.
Okay. All right, that sounds fair.
It is fair. What do you think, Skeeter?
Well, I mean, whatever you got going on, what kind of experimenting are you talking? Give me a kind of experimentation you're talking about, sir.
Well, from what the pictures looked like that I saw, it was two dudes kind of wrestling.
Oh,
Wow.
that kind of I thought you were talking about science. Your son is engaged in some kind of faggotry.
It seems to be that.
Well, hell, you got to nip that in the bud, man. You got to get on that sumbitch right away before it spreads.
Is it contagious?
Oh, hell yeah, you catch it from other people in the butt.
I shared a cup of water.
Well, that's our time. Thank you so much for watching Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter. I'm your host, Butch. That's Skeeter. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, be more American, America. Ah, my tooth! Ah! Hey, nabbit. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Sorry, man. Thank you. Well, you got the real. Economics is if you know they buy it. The faggotry is just the act of things. Imagine that. I'm pretty sure told me it's health company.
I heard that somewhere.